Absolutely. Government doesn't create jobs. The government jobs that, when government creates jobs, it costs the economy money, and it costs every taxpayer more. Or, in a very cynical way, this president has put 2 generations from now in deep debt to fund his overspending ways. And this president has hired roughly 200,000 new federal employees. If you rewind to 2007, you had 1 federal bureaucrat in the U.S. Department of Transportation who made $170,000 a year. Today, that number's over 160. Over 1,600 in the U.S. Department of Transportation that make $170,000 a year. All that is costing us money. It makes us further in debt to China. That is a very dangerous thing. This president truly believes in Keynesian economics. He truly believes that state intervention and this tendency towards socialism. That is just, this is not a mere opinion. We're looking at his record over the last 3 years, and we can see what this is all about. He's trying to change America in a direction that we have rejected. And now, in a few months, we can throw him out of the White House and get somebody decent in there. So, about job creation, though. We have federal regulations that broadly make it more challenging and more costly to do business in America. Furthermore, we have regulations like Dodd-Frank that drive up the cost of lending and make it less available. That's really what it does. We have SEC registration requirements and regulations that say if you want to sell equity in your business, it's more costly, more cumbersome, and more difficult to do it. Those regs haven't been updated in 50 years. I've got a piece of legislation we were able to pass in the U.S. House. We passed it by over 400 votes. It started off as very controversial, and then some of my liberal colleagues realized they didn't want to stand in the way of more freedom, and saw the writing on the wall and came on board. But it's called crowdfunding. What my legislation does is roll back some of these onerous registration requirements. Means that a business has to go hire a lawyer to register with the Securities and Exchange Commission if they try to get 35 or more investors or try to raise more than $1 million. So what this does is enable folks to raise money for their coffee shop or for their next innovation and sell equity in their business if they can't get lending otherwise. Those are the types of things that can move us in the right direction and help create jobs. That's by getting government out of the way and unleashing the innovation in the private sector. That's what I believe, and that's what I'm fighting for.